Welcome, Keller Williams Preferred Realty and guests. I'm excited to share with you how to grow your profit tree and what that will look like. Most people don't participate in profit share because they really don't understand how it works. It really is a revolutionary idea. And by the time we're finished with this time together, going through profit share and what it is and what it's not, I think you'll really have a good understanding when you leave this class and really have a plan in place to take advantage of it. So let's dive right in. It's about 5 after, so there'll probably be some folks logging in afterwards. That's okay. So if you have any questions, you can type them in the chat box, or if you want to unmute yourself, you can ask me directly and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. If I don't have the answer, I'll get it for you and get it back to you. So perfect. So my name is Jon Hoffmeister. I'm with Keller Williams Preferred Realty. I've been in the industry for going on my 17th year. I am a licensed broker. I've been with Keller Williams Preferred Realty now for 3 years. It just seems like yesterday. So I'm actually back in my office for the first time after the start of the pandemic after 3 months, and I was just reflecting on the last time I was here. I taught Ignite how to negotiate. So it's been a while. So this is an interesting time. So let's dive right into the material. Let's see, a little technical glitch here, so hang on here with me. So hopefully this works. All right. So what you're going to learn today, we're going to put together a basic plan, why profit share, how does it work, how to build your tree, and build your plan for success. And then we'll kind of go over course ahas. Hopefully you can participate in that, and that'd be great. And what's really, really cool about this course, and the last time I shared it, it was really encouraging. I got a lot of it out of it myself, actually, just by sharing it again, is this course can really change your life if you implement it and really grasp into it. And it's really cool. So let's continue with the material. So what do you really want to achieve out of this course? You that are out there participating, you know, what are you hoping to get out of it? If you got any questions or ahas or thoughts or what you'd like to kind of go over, I'm sure the material will cover it, but go ahead and put it in the chat box and we can kind of go from there. So you're going to need a plan how to build your passive income. And the cool thing is now having another opportunity to really dive in and have some passive income and a plan to actually activate your passive income potential. So a few weeks back, we had the privilege of actually listening to Linda McKissick, actually at this point, the largest profit share earner. Last year, she earned over 1 million. Yeah, that's right. 1 million in profit share, residual income passive, nothing she had to do to make that happen. It just showed up in her checking account on the 21st every month. Now that's pretty exciting. And I'll just kind of go into her little story here. When she started out, she didn't come to Keller Williams for profit share. She thought it was hokey pokey. She didn't understand it like most everybody and all of us. I myself didn't come for profit share to Keller Williams. So she realized that she needed more than one stream of income, and she thought, well, I have this opportunity right here that Gary and ALC has laid out for us. I should just look into this and do it. So she put together a plan, started working her profit share, and she has done very successfully. So between her and Jim, they've earned over $11 million in profit share so far in their lifetime. And again, 2019 was over 1 million that they earned together combined. So that's pretty outstanding. And so it's really, you know, a little by little growing your plan, and it really does have a compounding effect. So it's pretty cool. So I hope that excites you a little bit with her little story. You know, she had a lot of questions. She didn't know, she didn't think it was real, and she thinks it's real now, and she's a believer. And you wouldn't know, you would think she's got this huge line, and she does have a huge line. However, her first line, what would you guys think? How many people she has in her first down line? Any guess? Any ideas? Not as many as you would think. It's actually only around 30 people in her first line, and she's getting over $1 million a year passively. So that's pretty cool. I lost my pointer again. So why profit share? Because we really truly do believe that together everyone does achieve more. And it's a revolutionary idea. It still is. We're literally, the market centers share almost half of their profits back to the agents that actually participate and help grow the market center. It's a really cool thing. So the more we help the market center grow, the more we help the market center be profitable, the more it pays out to everybody here. And it's really pretty awesome. So and every Keller Williams owner participates in that, and they agreed to share out, I believe it's 48%, and they do that month in, month out. It's really pretty cool. And why do they do it? Because they just don't want they don't want to just say that everybody achieves more. They actually mean it, and they do it on a monthly basis. They put systems and models in place, Gary did, and it works. It's worked for a long time. And part of the profit share system is actually what allowed Gary to implement and put the cloud-based system together in really pretty short order, considering how big a project it is. And now he's layering in Command and Kelly and all the consumer app and all the cool stuff on the cloud. But the infrastructure really was from profit share and the system they had in place over all these years. So from what I've shared with you already, what do you think is a win-win, or how does it look like profit share is really a win-win for everybody that's involved? Any ideas? Yeah, it's really about when agents help their market center grow, and the market center just share back, and they're generous with that. So it's really a win-win thing for everybody. The market center wins, we win. The agents that we invite over, changes their lives, they win, and our community wins because they're getting the best, most professional agents in the world with Keller Williams agents on their side. So even the clients win. It's a win for everyone. So what's really interesting and pretty exciting is, and Melissa touched on it earlier today in the team meeting, is that literally profit share is completely, entirely, wholly, absolutely passive income, no financial risk. There's no legal risk, no down payments, no cash out of your pocket, and you really don't have to make any phone calls. So it's not that you're the recruiter. We're just making conversations, and I'm going to go in this a little deeper as we dive in. So we're not recruiters. We just have conversations. We share, and we come from contribution, and it all comes together. So what is passive income? It's really money that we receive doing no activity to earn it, absolutely nothing. It just shows up on the 21st every month. It's pretty cool. And when you get your first profit share check, it's fairly small. It's not going to be $1 million. It takes time over task and the compounding effect. So it's still really cool the first time you get it, because nothing you did at all, and it drops right in your checking account. So what are other options, or what are other ways you can get passive income, you might ask? So besides this great opportunity, which only Keller Williams agents have, a good example would be maybe interest at a bank, could be a rental income, investment property that you own, could be royalties, from a book you wrote, or it could be from an album you wrote and you get royalties. I myself get paid royalties from my business for them using my name and my logo. So I get royalties back in that way as a stream of income. That's different, which is pretty cool. So let's do a fun comparison to profit share. So say if you found a bank that would ever even pay you 5% interest, first of all, you better let me know, because I want to find out about it. And how much money would it really take at 5% interest to earn $75,000 passive income? So let's really keep it simple here and do the math. So at $1.5 million in the bank, that's your money. You have $1.5 million, you put it in the bank at 5% interest, will make you that $75,000. I don't know about you, but I don't really have $1.5 million just to sit around doing nothing other than just earning a lousy 5% interest. Not that that's a bad rate. However, at $1.5 million, that's a bad rate. Trust me, you can do much better in stock market or investment properties or other places to get a stronger cap rate on your return. So let me ask you this. How much do you have to put down for profit share? That's right. Nothing, zero, nada, not a thing. That is totally correct. So you can see if you don't have the $1.5 million, you have an opportunity to invest zero and literally make millions a year, millions. So how does profit share really compare? I think it's a superior winner. I'm not saying you shouldn't invest in those other areas and do investments in stocks and bonds, real estate investment properties, commercial investment properties. There's great opportunities out there. Probably putting in the savings account probably is your worst investment though, actually. So here's our 4 conversations, and they can be part of that. So when you set your GCI goals, you're consistently engaging in activities to grow your business, you measure your results, so you can stay on track and achieve your goals. So probably asking, what does this have to do with profit share? Well, it actually has a lot to do with profit share. And you need to do a similar task if you really want it to be a line of income in source into your business. So, and you have to ask yourself, what would your life look like if you had an additional income stream? You know, starting out, what would that be if it was like $200 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month? What would you be able to do, and what kind of dreams would you be able to accomplish? In fact, you could even take that profit share money that you're getting and reinvest it into stocks, bonds, real estate, and actually have that money compound in residual income. That's pretty exciting for sure. And great things about profit share tree is you can engage in the activities that we're doing now, day-to-day business with our real estate business, and combine profit share together. So it's really pretty cool. It's actually achieving multiple goals in 2 profit streamlines using your same time and energy, and it compounds. So that's pretty cool. So you're probably saying, well, what are you talking about? How can I do 2 things at the same time? I'm not that good. I can't multitask, and you shouldn't. Studies show you shouldn't multitask. So what I'm sharing with you is that when you're selling real estate, you're doing your day-to-day activities, you can have conversations with great co-op agents. And what you start doing is you start coming from a servant attitude towards that agent. So meaning you're going to help them succeed not only in this deal, you want them to really succeed in life and in their business, even if they don't come over to Keller Williams, because you really want to come from contribution. Meaning if you're having a great or maybe not so great experience, you can help coach, educate, train that agent, the co-op agents, so they can succeed at the highest level. And you can kind of compliment them and start building that relationship with that in the back of your mind, that maybe someday you would be able to share the opportunity, or you'd be able to pass them off to Melissa or one of your team leaders on how they could have an opportunity with Keller Williams and how it could potentially change their life, like it has millions. Well, not millions, 180,000. How's that? I exaggerated. I do apologize. So as you can see, it's pretty efficient use of your time. And also, if you're recruiting new agents, you can consider that also when you're always looking for talent. So that's one thing you should always be doing, looking for talent. And that could tie into your profit share if you're not going to hire them. Even if you do hire them for an assistant or buyer's agent or support person, they can also be in your profit share tree. So how does this work? So the basic line out is an associate joins the market center. He or she names you, and then when they pay their company dollars and when the market center is profitable on the 21st of every month, some of the market center's profit automatically is deposited in your account from the previous month. Pretty exciting. And if it's prior to 2020, you'll be fully vested in 3 years and 1 day. After you become an associate with Keller Williams, after 2020, it's 7 years and a day. You'll be fully vested. And what that means is if you get out of real estate and you retire, you continue the benefits of the profit share. And it's willable 2 generations. So it's very cool. You can have that as a legacy to leave for your family and what's important to you. So let's take a look at the big picture. You know, what we do here is in United States and Canada, we do what's called profit share. And in the next slide, you'll see that anything outside those regions will be called growth share. And you would be able to get some growth share if it's outside of the US and Canada. So it doesn't have to necessarily mean that they come to our office in order for you to get profit share. That's the exciting part. You could be sitting at the beach. What's that like? Right? Maybe we can go back to them again. I think most beaches are starting to open up, but that would be fun. So say you're sitting at a beach, you're on vacation, you're having a pina colada, you're at the beach, and you meet some friends next door condo that are busy vacationing also, and they're not from Minnesota, and they're in real estate though, however, and start chatting with them, and you get this great relationship going. And then they decide, hey, I want to join Keller Williams, and they're gonna say you are the one that influenced them. So doesn't matter where they work and do business. Could be Denver, Colorado, could be Tampa, Florida, could be New York, could be anywhere in the United States or Canada, could be Toronto, right? Good friends from Toronto or Vancouver. So you would get profit share. And the other opportunity we have here in our market center is we have what's called disappearing cap. So not only do you get the profit share, but you get an immediate reward with disappearing cap. And that's a whole different topic that we're not going to really dive into here today. So really, you could be getting, you could be paying no company dollar here ultimately with disappearing cap, and with profit share contributing back to your company dollar, you could actually be making money beyond that. So you'd be working here for free and making money. Pretty cool, for sure. I know I like that, and I'm sure you do too. So growth share, I talked a little bit about that. Growth share is where if it's out of Canada or America, and then so if you had a friend or colleague or someone that you influenced and they became Keller Williams agent in Italy or Mexico, then and they named you, then you would get a growth share. Sorry about that. So how does a tree grow? So you come to Keller Williams and you choose a sponsor, and then your sponsor has a sponsor also. So you can see how the tree grows. And I was wondering, if you think about tracing your tree, you might have been here for 15 years, you might have been here for 15 days. How far back can you go? Who have you influenced and potentially changed their lives by introducing them to Keller Williams? Can you think about it? Anybody? Remember who you sponsored? Yeah. So let's take a look at this. I think I went back too far. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. So building your tree. So you really want to focus on your first level, and they really recommend getting it to 15 as quickly as you possible, and then the rest will take care of itself. So you see, you got the three, you got three people that you're gonna sponsor. You have a sponsor, and then it goes multiple deep. So, and it goes 7 levels deep, and it goes 7 levels up. So here's a bigger example of building your tree. Hope I'm not going too fast. This is not normal. I'm used to presenting this live, and we have a lot more interactions and questions, and I can see people, if they're getting it or not getting it, I can ask deeper questions. So this is a little different, so hang in there with me. Probably go a lot quicker than normal. Any questions, though, feel free. You can give me a call or reach out, text me, email me. Glad to help out however I can, so you can be successful and get residual income, building your wealth through profit share. So you can see this is a kind of a bigger overview on how it can spread out. Excuse me. And you get the compounding effect. You got your first level that you want to concentrate on, and then your second level will naturally happen. It's just a natural effect. And it's kind of time over task. So really just focus on your first level. Time will grow all the other levels. So you ask, is it 15 doable? And I think 15 is very doable. There's a lot of factors that in profit share that, like Linda McKissick had received, over $11 million total in her lifetime. And really, like I mentioned, she really only has around 30 people in her front line, her first line. So if we can get to 15 as quick as possible, the rest will happen naturally. And start out with just 3, like that little sheet showed. In fact, I think it might be up here sooner. It'll be blank, and then you can do the same thing, and we'll stop and slow down, and we'll have a little exercise there. So here's a real good point. Building a large tree is not for people who have been in the company for a long time. Everyone has the same opportunity. In fact, Gary has guessed that the highest profit share earner has not even joined the company yet. Does that blow your mind or what? Does mine, I know, that's for sure. It's like, has not even joined the company yet. Oh my goodness. The opportunity is here. You're not too late. Start today. Building relationships, coming from contribution, and being a servant leader to your other co-op agents and other people who just joining the real estate community. Is it too late to build a large tree? No, it's not too late. Your opportunity is right now, and you have a great opportunity. It's really unlimited. So here's what I was going to share with you. So we're going to do a little exercise right now. So I want you to pull out a sheet of paper and draw 5 circles. And then I want you to put, or it doesn't have to be 5 circles. You can just draw, put 5 names down, but it's more fun when you do the circle. So draw a little diagram on your sheet of paper similar to this. And then just write out 5 names, either a co-op broker that you had a fantastic experience with, or someone that would be a great fit in the real estate community. Maybe they're already in another profession and you're thinking, man, that person would be a fantastic fit. They're such a servant. They're smart. They're sharp. They would do a great job in real estate. Put their name down. And then we're going to go over some opportunities and how you can build this relationship deeper and some different thoughts on that. So do this. If you didn't finish it, I'm going to give you like 30 more seconds. If you didn't get this finished, take some time, really start. This is kind of the beginning of your plan, right? And it works. So whoever pops in your mind, first 5 quick ones, write it down. And then we'll go into deeper what you can do with it. Good one is just coffee. And in today's market, give them a copy of the ship book. Absolutely great idea. Don't overthink it. Just write them down. All right. And we did ask this question and probably bring it back again. What would profit share do for you and your family? That extra money, the extra freedom, the extra residual income. What would that do for you and your family? And what would it do for people that you invite into the industry? What opportunity would that be for them? We have to think, we can't be selfish on this. We have to be generous and share this with everybody that we know. And don't overthink it again, just do it. And if you didn't want the money for yourself, what could you do with someone in need? A good example is what's happening around us. If you had an extra $1,000 coming in a month, residual income, $500 a month, $200 a month, $50 a month, how would you be able to help a neighbor in need better than if you didn't have that extra cash? And it does strengthen your business in this pandemic and the shifting market. It'll help you build your reserve, if nothing else. So a couple great ideas there. So building a tree, you do it by relating, you build up that relationship, you have a great time, you're serving them, you're helping them build their business. Then it comes to a point where you refer them over to our Market Center's team leader. And it really isn't our job to recruit. We're not recruiters. We're just relationship builders. And that's what we do naturally. That's why we're in this industry, because we love to build relationships and help people succeed with their goals and dreams. So we'd refer them over, and then the team lead, in our case, Melissa, would go ahead and set those appointments and really start diving in on what they need and what they're looking for and how Keller Williams could be a fit and a solution for what they need. And again, we never do it by saying negative things about other agents, about other brokerages, about other companies. We're not better, we're just different, okay? And we don't want to get into negativity. You never want to go that route ever. It's just not, it's just a slippery slope. Nothing good comes out of it ever. So always be positive, uplifting and building, and come from servitude. Like Gary said, it's not about sales, it's about service. So we totally pivoted. Hope you guys all were able to catch that bold pivot. That was an outstanding class. They're going to reintroduce it again in July, so hope you can get on that one if you didn't catch this last one in May. So the best part of profit share is really easy to grow your passive income by developing real relationships with other agents and people that may get into the business. Your team leader will follow up with any of the recruiting process on your referrals. And it's just a quick conversation, quick call. We'll show you a few different scripts down the road that you could use. They're just really easy, low level. We're not recruiting again. You're not a recruiter. And if an objection comes up saying that you're recruiting, we're not recruiting, okay? I think I lost, okay. So how do you find people, right? So we wrote down, we had a workshop a little bit ago. We wrote down how to find people, write them down. So here's some other areas that we could actually look at. And we talked a little bit about it. The co-op agent, that's the obvious one. The agents were shoulder to shoulder, belly to belly with, day in, day out, getting the deals done for our clients. That's number one. Friends in the industry, number two. Open houses even, why not? There's the opportunities there too. Someone might come in and say, I would really like the opportunity. I just got laid off. I've always liked the housing industry. Could be a good place. Continuing education classes. So if we ever come to a point where we actually go to one personally again, good opportunity to network with other associates there and build a relationship and how you can serve them. And ask them, really what tools they're missing that would be a benefit to them and how that you could help. And again, real estate certification classes is another opportunity. And, just when we go back to restaurants and mobile cellular stores, cellular mobile stores, salespeople from those can be really good in the real estate industry. So salespeople, waiters, waitresses, could be somebody in the hotel industry. Those are all great places to find great talent, and they could start a great career in real estate, and you could be their go-to person for profit share. So start the conversation, set up a time to meet, look for opportunities to help, and then when you get that, refer them over to your team leader, and she'll be glad, he or she will be really glad to take it from there and keep you informed every step of the way and where they're at. And you'll continue, you just won't hand them off. I'm sure you'll still continue building that relationship because that's what you've done already. So starting the conversation, you want to give real compliments. You don't want to be like fake stuff. Really compliment them on a job well done, on a tough situation, or whatever they did to help get the deal done. And then ask for their ideas or input or expertise. Ask them what they think about what's going on in the market or whatever, and then listen to them. It'd be a great way to start a conversation and kind of get you going in the right direction for sure. So set up a time to meet. Keep it as a relationship base. You're not going to puke Keller Williams on them, only if they ask. Really just keep it about a conversation and how you can help them personally and with their business, okay? In this time of need, more than ever, we need that personal support. Encouragement is huge. Everybody needs it. Phone call, quick coffee, when that's allowable, can go a long way in securing a great lifelong relationship. And almost everybody's willing to do that now, for sure. So call the people you listed earlier, compliment them for their expertise, ask to meet. If you meet, I would recommend a coffee, and if you have handy, if that's after closing, grab a shift book. Keller Inc. made the, I don't know if they're still available, but at one point they were available for $5 a book plus shipping. Great deal, great deal. You can't hardly buy a Hallmark card for $5, and this is a life-changing book that should be in the hands of every agent through this shift that we're in the midst of. Take a few notes. Be prepared to share your results. So it doesn't have to take long. You don't really need to spend an hour. I mean, 15 to 30 minutes, 20 minutes, just have a quick coffee, share what's going on, ask them a lot of good questions, and then listen to their answers. Kind of like when you're talking to a prospect or a client. So ask a lot of good questions and then listen for an opportunity. So let's look at opportunities to help. Get to know them, share insight, let's support each other, ask them about themselves. You could do the forward on them, right? Family, occupation, recreation, and goals or dreams. So go ahead and forward them. That's perfectly fine. And then that will help deepen your relationship with them. Share your business tools insights. Be free with that. They might have a week listing plan, and go ahead and share yours with them, right? Or a buyer's rep appointment. Share some of your pamphlets, your forms, your spreadsheets with them. They go a long ways. Over time, it will really enrich your relationship. So just want to take a minute. Any questions, any ahas, any thoughts that you're having out there? No? Okay. Let's continue then. So always come from contribution. You could give them a business consultation session. You could share the 4 conversations that we have and how that works for you and helps you stay on track on a weekly basis. You share insights from your team meeting. You could even share Steve Rawls' trend report. That's fantastic. Thanks again. Big shout out to Steve. That's a lot of hard work and you do a fantastic job. So trend reports, you could work up a GPS that might work for them, or give them an example on how to write up a great GPS. In fact, I have one for profit share. Yeah, I have a GPS for profit share. A worksheet, anybody wants one, reach out. I'll send you a copy of mine and it can work for you. Then you take that GPS and you write into a 411 worksheet. And another good book is, again, One Thing is a good book. Million State Real Estate Agent, MERA. Investor is a good book. I would highly, highly recommend the Shift book because we're in a shift and it's very, very easy read and easy to implement a lot of the things. And it will take an agent that might not survive the shift to thriving in the shift. It could change their life, this book could, if you get it in their hands. So don't be selfish with it. Get it in all the co-op agents' hands that you're working with and help them thrive in this marketplace. Always, always, always come from contribution. There's really nothing else. We want to be a servant leader, even to our co-op agents, not just our clients. Always come from the heart of being a servant and coming from contribution. Yeah, always win. It'll always come back to you. And again, we are not the recruiter. We are just relationship builders. And then we hand them off to the team lead when the time's right. And here's a quick script. I love doing transactions with you. You are awesome. And I told my team leader just the other day how great you are. And she will be calling you back to thank you for the way that you do business. And I have to ask you, will you promise me that you'll take her call when she calls you? Great. I thought you would. I really appreciate it. So you might wonder, how does my team leader receive referrals? And that's a great question. She'll take them however you want to give them. You can give them to her word of mouth. You can go knock on her door or see her in the hallway. You can email her. You can text her. You can instant message her on Facebook. She'll take a lead however you want to communicate. So whatever your best communication is, she'll refer that. It's always good to have a little bit of a background when you give a referral on who this person is, and a little bit of their background, so they can, be a little bit more equipped for the phone call. And if you get an objection, which could come up because a lot of people are kind of defensive, like, you're recruiting me. It's like, uh, just to clarify, you're not recruiting. Just say, hey, I didn't intend to recruit you. I hope you're not disappointed. My team leader and I just wanted to thank you for doing such a great job on helping us get that deal closed on 123 Main Street. Thank you so much. And here's a few things, not to say I didn't mention it earlier, and this is really, it's important, so it's worth going over a second time. Do not say anything negative about someone else's company ever, never. Even if it's the worst company in the world, don't say anything negative about it. Always positive stuff, or just stay neutral and don't say anything about it. Don't say anything negative about someone else's broker or any other agents in the brokerage. Don't say anything negative about what you think they might be experiencing. Only come from contribution and how you can be a problem solver. And sometimes they have to figure it out on their own. Sometimes they don't know what they don't know, and they have to discover that on their own. So we're just here to, just encourage them, be with them, and support them, okay? So activities, find a role play partner, accountability partner, and decide who's going to be the agent, who's going to be the co-op agent. You can do these role plays, and it can be right on the phone quick. And it could just be incorporated into their daily role plays with the other scripts and dialogues also. Just make it a natural daily situation. And you have to put this in your calendar every week to actively think and do and achieve for profit share, okay? It won't happen automatically, and if it's not in your schedule, doesn't exist. So do some role playing on the scripts, flip it back and forth, let it be a natural conversation, and then you'll be on your way to profit share. So in follow-up, we can connect with agents through social media, we can call the agent, we can text them. Cool opportunities, we can invite them to some of our Zoom training classes. It's not as hands-on and connection, however, it's still coming from contribution, and they can easily come into, so this next bowl that's coming around in July, we should invite every co-op agent that we had to deal with to come. It is such a value-packed, super condensed, amazing training for $99. It's incredible. If you didn't get there, you got to go there. And if you did go there, you need to do it again. Just my opinion. And invite all the co-op agents. And if they're short on cash, pay for it for them, okay? You can do that. So let's build a plan. We talked a little bit about building a plan. I do have a GPS written up that I'd gladly share with you. So how to build a passive income for you and your family. How many people do you want in your first level? I would say shoot for 15. That's kind of the goal you want to get to as quick as possible. Start with one. One's a good goal. And then little by little, right? These activities you need to engage in regularly. I wouldn't say daily, but regularly. I'd say at least once a week. You should do some profit share calls. And the thing is, we're having conversations almost daily anyway with our transactions with these other co-op agents, and you should be doing coming from contribution, giving compliments, and starting that relationship building throughout the transaction. And then just really cement that relationship after the closing, and take them out for coffee, give them a shift book. And then you need to track your numbers, and just like anything else, you need to track your numbers for your plan with the profit share. Let's see. So a question you have to ask yourself, what would happen if you had 5 in your profit share level, in your first level? What about 20? What about 30? 30, McKissick's making over $1 million a year. I don't know, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm at, I believe, 3 or 4 in my first line and 1 or 2 in my second line. And I wasn't even proactive about it. So my goal is really this year to be proactive about it and really help other agents achieve this opportunity with Keller Williams and their unfair advantage and the market share that we're going to grow through this shift. We will be the dominant player. We'll be standing strong when the dust settles. Other brokerages and agents may not make it. We will. We have a leader that's there for us, investing money for us, giving us unfair advantages over the competition, so we will survive and thrive. I'm excited. So what kind of ahas did you guys have? What did you learn from the course? How what you have learned will impact your business, and maybe how's it going to change your conversations, right? That you're having on a day-to-day basis with co-op agents and other people that you're looking for talent with. What do you do? What do you need to do now to actually maximize this and impact? So we're kind of at the end of the course. Went a little bit quicker since there was not much interaction. So pretty streamlined, pretty quick course. I hope you got a lot out of it. If I confused you, call me. I will help you understand profit share. The simplicity of it is really just having a conversation, building relationships, being authentic, being empathetic, be caring for the person, and be genuine about it. That's the key. And then the rest will happen automatically. And when they're at that point where you can refer them over to the team lead, they'll do a great job and you'll change someone's life. I'm excited. Again, my name is Jon Hoffmeister with Keller Williams Preferred Realty. My phone number is 952-292-5556. That number again is 952-292-5556. Or you can email me at hhteam@kw.com. Thank you so much, and you have a fantastic day. Bye.